Brick yesterday. As you can kind of see here, I was gonna do some filming with him. I did a few laps around the farm, you know, just romping in four-wheel drive around some hay bales, and then all of a sudden I had no power. It kind of acted like the trans just shifted into neutral. You know, I was just going, all of a sudden engine just revved all the way up. Try to put it in reverse drive, engine just revs up, and if I just let it idle, it was kind of loping idle, you know, it was just kind of surging up in RPM. So obviously that was kind of weird, so I shut it off, and I thought maybe drive shaft popped off or something, you know, maybe U-joint broke. Got out, looked under the truck, everything unfortunately looked good, and I tried restarting it, and it doesn't start, and it definitely doesn't sound good. I have not tried starting it yet today. I've been pretty busy, so I guess here goes nothing. Maybe time fixed it. We got a fuel pump. That's no good. So if you watched the last video, I told you to comment if you thought you knew what that squealy noise was. And what I had thought that it was I thought, because this ignition switch is really sticky, I thought maybe that was kind of shorted out and the starter was engaging the flex plate. So that's what that horrible grinding noise was. I thought the starter was just engaging itself. But I'm starting to think that maybe I was wrong. So, because to me it almost sounds like this starter is trying to engage, but it's not, there's nothing left to engage there anymore. So I'm wondering if somehow maybe torque converter bolts came off, or flex plate came off somehow. I don't know how that just happens, but I guess I'm gonna have to, I'm not gonna sit here and pull this thing apart in the middle of the field. So I think within the next couple days here, I'm gonna pull this truck up to the house, and I don't know if there's a, you know, if there's a plate to pull off to see if I can see that flywheel. Otherwise I'm gonna have to pull the starter off and see if I can see anything through there. But as of right now, Brick is dead. Brick is dead. It's a sad day. It's only, I think, the second time actually driving him since I bought him. But he'll live another day. I have confidence. He'll live another day, but that day is not today, unfortunately. What are you gonna do? It is freezing out here. My hands are freezing. But while I'm out here, I brought the Ranger down to come check on Brick, which obviously is dead. But I figured I'd give a little update on the Ranger. I'm still running driving, but has some issues that are preventing me from running it on the road. Recently the brake line went out on me, and I haven't had any time or ambition to fix it because it's icy. The line, you can't even see it, but the brake line that runs through the rail right here, you can kind of see it right here. Well, it's the parking brake cable. Never mind. Yeah, you can't see it, but trust me, the brake line that goes right here is no longer good. So I have absolutely no brakes. So I think I'm gonna throw in the clip of going down the driveway, and I'm just barreling towards the snow, and I can't stop because I literally forgot that I had no brakes. And also, since it's cold, it still has kind of an exciting crank issue. It's not horrible, but it is definitely annoying. So I'm probably gonna try to address that. Other than that, runs, drives good, but I have to put new shocks in it. Shocks are literally blown out on all four corners.
Perfect.
So that's fun going down the road. And the driver's side valve cover has a really bad leak, so that leaks right on the exhaust, so that leaves a horrible, horrible smell and smoke coming out from the hood. But, oh, and the clutch sucks. Forgot about that too. Clutch still sucks. But that'll probably wait for the most inopportune time to go out on me completely. But until that day happens, that clutch is going to stay in there. I have a new one waiting, but I don't feel like doing it until I need to. So that is the update on the Ranger. All of my stuff is breaking. All right, guys, it's kind of breezy out here today, so I hope this turns out relatively decent without a bunch of wind noise, but I can't help that. So thanks to the power of editing, you can't really tell that this is like a month later, but Brick has been sitting dead out in the field for about a month because I showed you where it died, but I literally have not looked at it at all because it's just been buried in a foot of snow and ice, and I didn't have time to look at it and didn't feel like dealing with it in the middle of the field in the snow. And we tried pulling it out with a tractor or truck, but it was just at the time the field was just a solid sheet of ice, and just we had no traction with anything. So for the last month, Brick has been sitting out there just looking all majestic all by itself. So today it's like 60 degrees, and I would say like a couple weeks ago it was in the negatives with the wind chill. So we're trying to get stuff done this weekend while it's actually nice outside, because I'm sure we'll get a snowstorm or two yet. So I got Grandpa grabbing chains for the tractor, and we're gonna pull Brick somewhere to see where the problem is, what the hell went wrong. Here's a little sneak peek of our next project, but hopefully we can move here. Ready to rock? Not at all what I had in mind for him to pull me. Little old Ford. Look at that good old bull nose. I buy too much crap. Like literal crap. I don't buy nice things, usually. That's how this is gonna go. Okay, well, first attempt moving this thing was pure ice, had no traction. Now a month later, when it's warm, we also have no traction because pure mud. And before we tear up the entire property, we're just gonna give this a few days to dry out and try it again. And then now we can't get him off the trailer safely without risking smashing into him. So see you again in a couple days, I guess. All right, guys. So interesting development.